yellow jersey, pumps that long, looking towards Harry Kane. Immediately England go direct. It's picked up by Christian Eriksen, puts it through the channels for Rasmus Højlund to run in. He picks it up, Højlund, 5 yards away from the penalty area. He's up against Kyle Walker. So Manchester United early on against Manchester City. It goes in the middle to Højbjerg. There's an early shot that comes in, and Højbjerg's shot is smartly saved comfortably by Jordan Pickford. And we expect it to be a fast and furious affair. So many Premier League players on show will make it a real Premier League derby in a sense of what the players we have on the show here. The ball's of Stones. Flips this on to Declan Rice, 25 yards away from his own penalty area. Denmark with the red shirts and white socks. The ball's given to Trippier. He gives it away down that far side. The ball's thankfully falling back to Trent Alexander from an England point of view, and he gives the ball away. Goes down to Joachim Andersen, who is from Crystal Palace. Goes down to Christensen, and he gives the ball away. So possession changing places very quickly with Bukayo Saka down the right hand side now. That's cut out well by Vestergaard. Højbjerg there also to intercept. It's Denmark 0, England 0 early on here live on Flash Score. Balls with Kyle Walker inside his own half. Around the centre circle, Stones is there also. He rolls this into the middle to Rice. Stones has a bit of help to give to Gay here. The Crystal Palace man plays it to Rice. Rice goes now towards Phil Foden. Good touch from Foden. He goes into the centre, lays off now to Alexander-Arnold. England just steadying themselves. Bit of space now down the right of the centre circle for Kyle Walker. Goes past the halfway line, gives it to Saka. Saka's got Walker on the right of him. He feeds this back to Walker. Harry Kane's in the middle, waits for the ball. It's actually cleared away by Vestergaard. There's no taking chances for Denmark there. Walker could have played the ball looking towards England's captain. Schmeichel may be the better option to gather the ball. It's still with England, 25 yards away, right off the beat with Saka. Saka was so excellent in that game against Serbia in terms of going and finding England players in the box via crosses. Of course, he got the assist for the Bellingham goal. Schmeichel on goal, Vestergaard, Christensen, Andersen the back three. Christensen, Højbjerg, Hjulmand and Mæhle the midfield four. Eriksen in the 10, Vin and Højlund in the midfield 2. Pickford in goal for England. Walker, Stones, Gahey, Trippier at the back 4. Trent Alexander-Arnold, partners Rice, Saka, Bellingham, Foden are the 3 in behind. Harry Kane, of course, Jude Bellingham got the goal for England against Serbia on Sunday. It's with Gahey here of Crystal Palace, who edges the ball to the left hand side to Kieran Trippier. He's got a bit of space to run into. Kane drops a bit deeper, gets the ball. Harry Kane has been marshalled by Andersen. Falls it out to Trent Alexander-Arnold, gives us to Stones. Stones inside Denmark's half. It's pink boots for John Stones. They were subjected to a lot of criticism about their second half performance, especially against Serbia. Not sure a lot of adventure. They rode their luck at times, but they were solid in defence. They did carry a bit of professionalism in that performance. We'll have to up the levels up against Denmark this afternoon. They've just put the ball out of play, in fact, as Kieran Trippier's tries to switch the play from left to right to give it to Kyle Walker. The ball's just bounced at the top of Kyle Walker's head. Kasper Hjulmand is the coach of Denmark. He wants a little bit more respect for his side, of course. Christensen takes the throw in. It's an important game for Denmark. Win here now, the back of the result in the Serbia-Slovenia game. Just coming home on the way home from work or school. It finished 1-1, a late equaliser for Serbia. For Christensen down the left, step over or two, past Saka, 5 yards away from the penalty area. Christian Eriksen goes a bit deeper, tosses the ball into the centre, looks now for Hjulmand. There's a shot that goes flying towards Vin, intercepted by England. It's back now with John Stones in his own penalty area, lays right to Walker, still in the penalty area, and then he plays this forward to Bukayo Saka with his right foot. Saka hooks this back to John Stones in his penalty area. Pickford wants the ball, doesn't get it. He wants to get to go again. He can do well to move forward. 5 minutes on the clock here. It's Denmark, no England, no shots on target from either side yet, no attempts either. Rice with the ball outside the centre circle. White shirts flooding forward. Here's Alexander-Arnold trying to find that ball to Bellingham. First touches for Jude Bellingham. It's been very quiet so far. Of course, the game only 5 minutes old, and there's a misplaced pass by Walker. England looking nervous, gives it away. Here's Christian Eriksen now, 30 yards away from the penalty area. Walker's able to amend his mistake, intercept the ball, win a throw-in in the process, and that will ease things for England. And Gareth Southgate, the coach for England, sporting a white polo shirt, waistcoat. There's a long and gone for Gareth Southgate. Pickford rolls the ball out now for Gahey outside England's penalty areas. Gets to Rice. Rice out to Benham. Rice and Benham exchange passes just outside the centre circle. Ball's now back on the left hand side. It's back with Jude Benham, who's kind of a bit deeper. Gives this to Foden. Little 1-2 touch from him. Now here back to Gahey. Gahey now on towards Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's the deepest man. Walker's now on the ball inside Denmark's half. He slips but keeps hold of it as he checks back to Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold now to Rice. So many red shirts in front of England at the moment. Trent Arnold goes wrong, looking towards Saka, but the ball skiddles across the surface and it comes comfortably for Kasper Hjulmand and the Denmark goal. The captain has it. Bright green jersey for him, bright green shirt, shorts and socks. It was Damsgaard who broke the deadlock in the semi-final. Free kick at Wembley. It's a high moment for Denmark. Denmark are going to have a rich history of meeting each other in World Cups and in Euros. There was another chapter 3 years ago at Euro 2020, and the chapter will be written this afternoon. So Denmark building from the back. They actually find a bit of space in the middle. Here's Eriksson, who's just a bit deeper. He lays the ball back now to Christensen. Christensen back to Højbjerg. Højbjerg trying to turn in the centre circle. Kane trying to put pressure. Former Tottenham Hotspur teammates there. So a lot of connections across this selection of 22 players. There's now Christensen down this left-hand side. Goes into the middle, Christensen. He lays it now to Højbjerg. Højbjerg now back onto the right to Mæhle. Mæhle's going to keep this in. He's up against Trippier. Tries to go around Trippier, but in the process, he trips Trippier up. And it's a free kick, thankfully, from an England perspective on the byline. Christensen and Mæhle are playing this wing-back position. Make it a back five when England have the ball. It really does become a midfield two with Højbjerg and Hjulmand in the middle. And Eriksson comes a bit deeper. Christian Eriksen to make it a 3. Because England get so much joy centrally. It's an interesting battle how England deal with that. England are still playing their games. There is Kyle Walker on the ground at the moment. It's a major worry for Gareth Southgate. He's just dropped to the ground. Orange boots, and he's shaking his head here. Kyle Walker, vice England captain, of course. And a early England injury worry inside in the Serbia-Slovenia game. Just coming home on the way home from work or school. It finished 1-1, a late equaliser for Serbia. Open up the group for Denmark, and of course for England. Win for England tonight would send him to the afternoon. Saka released him, and then it was Vestergaard that intercepted the cross with Schmeichel waiting to gather the ball. From that initial cross, it's Kyle Walker that's gone down with his left ankle and a bit of bother. He's up on his feet, got some treatment. He's getting some new Pickford to take it. He does, left-footed up the field once again, looking towards Harry Kane and Foden. Misses Harry Kane. It's a good header that's won by Joachim Andersen. He finds Eriksson. Eriksson's able to get the ball to Hjulmand. Hjulmand into the middle. It's now with Vestergaard in the centre of that Denmark back three. Hjulmand picks the ball up and goes on to the left-hand side. We're playing the centre circle in the 10th minute here. Denmark 0, England 0. This is the flash score, of course. The app has you covered with all the action in Euro 2024. So excited to give you a couple of America action over the next couple of weeks. That starts tonight. Lionel Messi going for another one. Brazil have had pelters from their former legends or legends of the game playing the game, saying their score wasn't good enough. All Paraguay do, Colombia. All these games you can listen to. Canada and America, of course, involved in that tournament alongside Jamaica. All of that action can be listened to and tuned into with Flash Score. We're so happy to bring that tournament alongside Euro 2024. The football doesn't end just because we're in the summer months. It only continues. And England have the ball with Foden on that far side. He lays off to Rice. Rice checking the ball back to Mark Gahey. Stones has it outside the centre circle. Remember, Spain, Italy coming after this one. That's an audio commentary that you can listen to. Here's Saka down this right hand side, what he loves to do. He's up against Christensen, who's come back from that midfield position. Bellingham goes down, doesn't get the free kick. And it's a ball that's won, and they actually kicked the ball out of play because he's in a bit of pain. Jude Bellingham, it's the second English player that's been on the ground. He's back on his feet. I think England will give the ball back to Denmark. It was a bit of sportsmanship there. It was Højbjerg with the F. That's a foul. You think just because he's planted his leg over Jude Bellingham. Competitive game, just the way we expected it to be. If we're being honest. Denmark 0, England 0. Christensen into Andersen. Vestergaard has it in the centre. Andersen with that right. They've gone long looking now here. Except for Højlund. Højlund can't keep his hand on the ball, and Højlund's actually been flagged offside. Rasmus Højlund. That was a long ball. Mark Gahey did well though. Although Højlund was offside, he stood his ground. How close was this? There's a lot of space there. That's close. Very close. In fact, Højlund may have been onside. I think the referee, assistant ref at the far side, would have put the flag up if Højlund did win the ball, went clean through. It's back with England though, on that right hand side. Now to Trent Alexander-Arnold. He expects diagonal ball now to Trippier. Wonderful ball from the Liverpool man to find Trippier, who hooks us into the middle to Jude Bellingham, who brings us down so brilliantly. Still has the ball. Bellingham, he's got two around it, shrugs them off, finds it to Trippier. He's 5 yards away from the back byline. Gives it back Bellingham. Bit of time now for Foden inside when he's so deadly outside the penalty area, but England go back. It's with Stones, throws this now to Kyle Walker, three-way in the middle. He goes short to Saka, just ahead of it. Plays it back to Saka, Saka back to Walker, Walker now to Alexander-Arnold. He finds his way back to Saka now, 3 on him. Denmark so deep. Every single red shirt is in front of the ball, behind the ball. It's a low ball now looking towards Phil Foden inside the penalty area. Phil Foden over the bar, and that's what he can do. That's what we need to see more from him in an England shirt. The criticism that he's been receiving has been justified because he's not been finding himself in these positions, coming down the left hand side, going into the penalty box in his purple boots, dancing his way inside the area, letting fly. Just bubbled just before he took effort with his left foot, and over the bar it goes. It's Denmark 0, England 0 in the 14th minute here. Match ratings have gone up on the Flash Score app. If you're interested in seeing a live reaction of player-by-player ratings, go have a look at the app, have a look at the website. At the moment, Højbjerg and Mark Gahey are the two players for either side that are shining. Mark Gahey with an early 7.1 and Højbjerg with a 7.3. Højbjerg has been really well cutting out England's play, but better down with his left ankle and a bit of bother. He's up on his feet, got some treatment. He's killing some into the middle now for Højbjerg. Højbjerg scoops this now to Eriksen. Not seen much of Eriksen. England marshalling very well. Eriksen chucks this back to the back three for where Christensen is. Christensen back towards Mæhle. It's now with Hjulmand. Ball on his left hand side. Checks this back into the middle to the centre circle for Denmark. 15 gone. England 0, Denmark 0. Bit of time now for Christensen outside the centre circle. Spreads the diagonal ball. Walker's up and ready. He's back on the field and he looks fresh. And he's trying to keep this and he can't through Saka. Although they've given the throw in to England. Saka has gone ahead of Walker. Walker's demanding. Someone goes into the middle. He waits to take the throw in, Kyle Walker. Walker has been told to take the throw in. He does. He throws this to Rice, who goes all the way back. Rice to Pickford. Pickford now to Mark Gahey, 20 yards away from his own penalty area. He's approaching the centre circle, gives it to Stones. Here's Alexander-Arnold. As Arnold looking to release Phil Foden on the left hand side. That was ambitious, a bit wasteful from England. Finds its way with Denmark now. Still in their back three, a rigid back three. But when they have possession, we're seeing Mæhle and Christensen bomb on that right and left hand touchline. England not getting touch tight. It's always an outlet. It's the beauty of playing two up front. Of course, you stretch the defence. It's about what England want to do out of possession. At the moment, they're pressing Denmark well. It's Schmeichel with the ball. Plays this well and gives to Hjulmand. Hjulmand's under pressure. He gives the ball away. Great work from Declan Rice. He's got Saka to the right of him, but Saka went to an offside position. It falls edge of the box. Harry Kane will shoot. It's blocked by Andersen. 30 yards away now. Here's Kieran Trippier. Looking now here for Declan Rice. Foden's got it now. Foden lays his back towards Mark Gahey. Better from England, dealing with Denmark, who, when they have the ball and a position, pressing Denmark. Here Stones gives the Mark Gahey, 6 on the back for Mark Gahey, the Palace man. The first tournament for him. Suffered a lot of injuries this Premier League campaign for Crystal Palace, as Pickford gives the ball to Walker rather than Stones. Stones felt that ball should have come to him, but still with England. Walker just walking now. He's got Ericsson, who's more playing in the left mid position rather than being in the central areas. That's quite an interesting development. Looks more like a 4-3-3 at times for Denmark. A very fluid formation as Alexander Arnold's pressed by Højbjerg, and it's now down the left hand side now with Trippier, who's placed the ball to Walker. Walker gives it to Saka. Down the right now we go for England. He's trying to play a 1-2 with Alexander Arnold. Oh, great pace from Walker. He completely beats Christensen. Can he find play in the middle? Kane's there, and Kane scores! England lead inside of 20 minutes, and it's their all-time leading goal scorer that puts them in front in Group C. Walker's pace did the business. His cross trickled in the middle, and number 9 on the shirt, like a typical number 9, was a poacher's finish to slot it past Schmeichel to give England the lead in Group C inside the first 20 minutes. Denmark 0, England 1. It's all about Kyle Walker here. It looks like the opportunity's gone. Christensen is on his heels in a left-back position. He just gets done for pace. Walker has the freedom of the right-hand side of the penalty area. Doesn't see Walker coming. Pushes him to one side. He has 3 to aim for. Saka, Kane and Foden. He gives it to Kane, who has an easy finish to tap home left-footed. It took him until the round of last 16 in Euro 2020 to arrive at the Euros. It's taken him to the second game to announce himself in this tournament. It's the captain for England that has slotted it in. Down with his left ankle and a bit of bother. Chance. The England captain was just not missing from there. Denmark 0, England 1 in a even competitive game. We have liftoff, and it's the Three Lions that have the lead. It's down in the middle for Christensen for Denmark. They've got it all to do. Now, Schmeichel bringing this back to Vestergaard. If anything, that's Serbia goal for Denmark. Let's put them in a better position. Definitely the backdrop of this game. England winning this game, they'll reach the last 16 and join Germany in that. A long way to go, because the ball's now down this left hand side. Christensen will be itching to make it right. Here's Højbjerg down for Denmark. They've got it all to do. Now Schmeichel bringing this back to Vestergaard. Like it was going to go out, but it's kept alive by Denmark. In the end, it's hooked away by Saka. 20 gone, Denmark 0, England 1. From a Denmark perspective, you just want to get Hjulmand on the ball, Ericsson on the ball. I've not been seeing their central players who are getting so many fantastic positions early on against Slovenia. You want that to be the case for Denmark. We're on the ball now through Højbjerg. Højbjerg tossing it to the right hand side. Up against Trippier. Mæhle lays back to Højbjerg. He likes to strike from distance. Gives to Joachim Andersen of Crystal Palace. Andersen now goes into the middle. Now to Hjulmand. Hjulmand laid this now to Christensen. 25 yards away from the penalty area. This is good for Denmark. Denmark 0, England 1. Harry Kane has put England into the lead early on. It's check back now to Andersen. Andersen back. Looking towards Mæhle. Mæhle's going on a speedy run. He's intercepted by Rice. Rice having a good tournament. It's a crunching challenge. Referee says play on. The ball bubbles into the penalty area. Trippier doesn't clear properly. And a second bite of the cherry he does. But straight into Denmark's hands. The offside flag has gone up. And it will be a free kick to England. Denmark 0, England 1. First goal of the tournament for Harry Kane, his 64th England goal. And would have scored more goals, of course, for England's men's. And maybe a review going on here, because Højbjerg's challenge on Rice was very, very industrious. 2 feet off the ground. Referee's happy with that. Is Jordan Pickford. who has the ball, bright yellow jersey. Fim uses his left foot to pump this forward. Looking long again to Harry Kane. Cole Walker's acceleration there was superb. It's Harry Kane's goal is the 4th major tournament goal in a row. On that right hand side for Denmark to take this throw in. Cleared away. Oh, Jude Bellingham's kind of giving it away. He has down that right hand side. Denmark building. Halfway line. That'll be another throw in. England's number 10 being a bit deeper. So throwed up to the right hand side to Christensen. Goes into the middle to Eriksson. Goes to Vind. Hjulmand's there. Rasmus Højlund's there also. Here's Eriksson bulling his way into the middle. Eriksson's shot is blocked. Scooping out in the area. Johnstone hasn't cleared this properly. It bounces. Saka hesitates. It does fall back to Højbjerg. He's now back to Christensen. Low ball blocked by Saka. That'll be a throw in. Denmark 0, England 1. Haven't conceded a group stage goal at the Euros since Gareth Bale's free kick for Wales back in 2016. It's been that long. Sure, that ball's gone out. It has. And it will be a throw in to England as Christensen couldn't keep it in. Christensen not having the best game so far. From Beloit. Just hesitated on it. Didn't see Walker coming. Walker carried on running. Harry Kane follows Michael Owen and Frank Kirby as goal scorer for England at 4 consecutive major tournaments. In fine company, Harry Kane, a fine player, just missing a medal, some will say, to top off his wonderful international career. It's with Denmark though, a lot of work to be done for that to be a reality for England and Harry Kane, because they've got a few defending to do. They really pitched the ball back through Phil Foden, but Denmark muscled it back really quickly. Now in the middle now for Hjulmand. Finds a bit of room here. There's going to be a shot that's blocked well by Rice. Rice under pressure. There's a good press by Joachim Andersen. They want a free kick, Denmark. This way England can break with Saka. Still a lot of red shirts around. Saka needs to spread a diagonal ball. In the end, he checks it back. There was a Denmark player down. He's still down in England's box. England play on. Here is Saka. Crunchy challenge comes in from Christensen. And actually, it's a yellow card in the end. It's actually Vestergaard. My apologies. Comes with the tackle. And the first yellow card of the afternoon goes to a Denmark player. Denmark trailing 1-0. Saka does so well. He invites that pressure, doesn't he? Free kick to be taken. Harry Kane has 16 versus 16 goals against Kasper Hjulmand. 17 now. Phil Foden was the one who challenged that might have been a foul. Let's see what this England could do with this free kick. So Trent Alexander-Arnold puts the angle to the right, looking for Saka. Saka hooks this goalwards. Hit the side netting. He can't find Harry Kane. That was there in the middle. It was actually Gahey was actually the player he was looking to hook this forward to. Saka was in behind. Free kick led to nothing there as Denmark take the goal kick. Into the middle it goes. Here's Højbjerg down the right. It goes for Mæhle and Andersen. Nice quick move from Højlund and Eriksson. Eriksson in the centre circle. We need to see him more centrally. I think that's a move that Kasper Hjulmand will be looking at half time. 15 to go. At least now, just get Eriksson in the centre. He may find some luck as they fire the ball forward, looking towards Højlund. Down the right goes for Andersen, 25 yards away from the penalty area. Denmark just probing a little bit. Here's Højbjerg, going towards the penalty area. Goes in the area, waiting for a touch, maybe to bring him down. He puts a cross in. Pickford doesn't makes a mess of it. Deflected a few times, but Kane is there. Just a side footed in. Denmark 0. Gordon Pickford. We've had to be careful not bringing Eriksson down. So Bellum's battling Højbjerg, who does excellently to actually win the battle to put the cross in. And then Eriksson gets there in front of Pickford. And then he's got the opportunity to look for a player. He's looking to Højlund, who gets the touch. And it's Alexander-Arnold who intercepts and does his defensive. England punished the mistake. You get up in that position. It's the ball in the 6-yard box. Another reminder though for England that this game is not won yet. And they need to be sterner in their attack and can't afford players such as Højbjerg, Eriksson, Hjulmand and Højlund and Vind a sniff, because unlike Serbia on Sunday, Denmark have the ammunition to really hurt this England back four, which is doing well. We're into the 30th minute. It's Denmark 0, England 1. And still haven't conceded a goal in this tournament yet, England, as Pickford puts the ball in the middle, looking towards Foden. Foden out to Trippier. Denmark do have a lot of players on this press, trying to press Mark Gahey, who spurs this long, looking towards Walker. Walker's up against Eriksson, stands strong there, Walker. He lays it back to John Stones. John Stones pressed by Rasmus Højlund. Højlund will put pressure on Pickford. Pickford uses left foot to hammer this up the field. Does Kane win that? No, it's on by Vestergaard. He's got to be careful now, he's on the yellow card. There was a handball there by a Denmark player. Referee says play on. It's back with Højbjerg. He tosses this to the right side, looking for Mæhle. Mæhle's low ball, now looking now to Hjulmand. Hjulmand's in the penalty area. Mæhle's there looking to the far post. There's no Denmark players there. Pickford punches it away when he had no one near him in a red shirt, but England muscled it away superbly through Walker. Walker's having a good game. He gives it to Saka, and Saka's going to go down for a run down this right-hand side. He takes on 2. Christensen closes the door, and the referee says that was a fair challenge, which is a real surprise. But it's with Denmark. Fast and furious, I mentioned at the beginning of this broadcast, and fast and furious it's been in the first half an hour. Inside the final 15 of this Group C game in Frankfurt. Denmark 0, England 1. You listen to Flash Score. We're so excited to give you Copa America action later today. And of course, there's a final Euro 2024 game of this match day. And it's another Euro 2020 semi-final with Spain, Italy. Repeat of that fantastic game at Wembley where Italy beat Spain. Chiesa and Morata rolling back the years. And hopefully we'll get to see those two players play today. There's a game that you can listen to, of course, on the audio commentary on the Flash Score app and website. At the moment, Denmark are searching for a leveller. They trail 1-0 through after Harry Kane put England into the lead. It's Højbjerg, edge of the penalty area, checks his back, gives to Anderson. Anderson pokes it to the middle. There's a bit of chance here for Vend. It's blocked in by Gahey, and it goes over the bar. And the referee, what are they deciding? It'll be a corner. Mark Gahey concedes it. Vend battling, and it's a nice bit of sportsmanship there, giving each other a pat on the back. It's an excellent challenge actually for Mark Gahey, because England are caught up in their heels and he just gets his body in the way. Mark Gahey so well. And it's a set piece now for Denmark. We know how deadly they can be from set pieces because of the man that produces them in Christian Eriksen. Højlund's in the middle. So is Christensen, Vestergaard and Joachim Andersen. Great headers off the ball. And Vestergaard there also. It's going to come from the right hand side, this corner. Oh, it's slow, and the referee stopped it because that's very lucky, because England were on their heels and Denmark were ready to hammer home an effort from goal. That was a very much well worked set piece. Still a corner, by the way. Referee's having a conversation with former Chelsea player, Barcelona player now Christensen, with Manchester City right back Kyle Walker, who provided a superb assist for Harry Kane's goal. So it's take 2 for this corner, the first corner of the afternoon for Denmark. Right foot for Eriksen, he doesn't go short, he puts into the middle and it's met by a Denmark player, but it's over and England survive in the end. Actually, the referees penalised the centre back in Vestergaard because he feels the Leicester man has gone up and headed the ball with an advantage. Denmark 0, England 1. You listen to Flash Score here. As mentioned, Spain, Italy is on its way. The app is providing a positive of all green, barring Trent Alexander-Arnold in the match ratings. Please get involved with that and let us know what you think on social media. Of course, match reports, live blogging, all here on the app. As Mike Gahey gets a little bit of a twist. The referee, what's he going to decide? Is he going to give a free kick? He gives a throw in to England. Vind is not happy about that. The pitch is bobbling up, by the way. It's causing an issue because he slips and looks worse than it is. It should be a free kick thing, and it's the right decision. At first, it looks like more of a Gahey mistake because he's trickled it into the Denmark player. But the Danes have the ball back and they're going to go for goal, and they score! Oh, a thunderous effort! Oh, what a goal that is! And it's Hjulmand for 25 yards to give us parity in Frankfurt. Oh, what a rocket from the Dane! It's Denmark 1, England 1, and out of nowhere, it's Hjulmand with the strike. Wow! Well, there's nothing to do with the pitch there. It's just thunderous from Hjulmand. He's been linked with a move to Manchester United, a fine season at Sporting Lisbon. Someone that people have been touted, have been a real talent. He's been quiet in the Euros. It's a poor clearance by Harry Kane. It falls to Hjulmand, 30 yards out, into the bottom corner, hits the post, flies past Pickford, and it tucks itself right into the middle of the goal. It's Denmark 1, England 1, and this game is well and truly on. What a hit that is. We've seen absolute rockets come in so far in this tournament, and that one's right there. Well, if you don't know him, you know him now, that's for sure. Hjulmand with the goal, and Gareth Southgate's team have been pegged back, and they concede their first group stage goal at the Euros for the first time in 8 years since Gareth Bale scored for Wales back in Euro 2016. I've gone into the future there, haven't I? Denmark 1, England 1. That is the score. Kane giving the ball away, and Hjulmand scored an absolute stunner, 30 yards off, hitting the post. What a strike, and we've got to have to respond down that far side. Up now looking to Harry Kane. Here's Saka. Kane will feed it a little bit, but Denmark in the centre circle, giving the ball now to Højbjerg. Go along towards Højlund. Stones heads us off to Walker. Over the halfway line. Showing such pace, and it's been intercepted superbly. Denmark have been growing in this game. Ever since England scored, they've shown no creativity at all. And Denmark are moving forward. Referee wanted to play on, and then he halted. That probably was the best decision for England because it was a 2-on-2. They was ready to sod it through to Rasmus Højlund. It was Bellingham who's just taken out of England. Oh, I said 10 minutes ago, didn't I? Denmark maybe need half time to get Eriksen more in a central position. At the moment, looks like England need half time. Denmark 1, England 1. The score here on the flash score. Kane put England in front inside the first 20 minutes. And then it was Hjulmand to equalise for Denmark. Morten Hjulmand, 24 years of age. Someone who's been touted to reach the Premier League and La Liga. For hell of good. Made it back. Now towards Vestergaard. Inside his own half. Denmark now moving to England's half. Here's Anderson. Oh, slips it out. Bit of room now here for Hjulmand. He might go for another effort. Deflected. You've got to get closer. If you're an England player, you have to get closer. You've seen what he could do for 30 yards. He is in the mood. And every time he gets the ball, he is ready to launch an assault at Jordan Pickford. And Pickford's talking to his defender, saying, listen, if he's got the ball, go to him. I know the threat's there because of Werner, because of Rasmus Højlund. The threat's going to come again from this set piece. It's Denmark 1, England 1 in Group C. Frankfurt live on flash score. 38 minutes gone. Eriksen looking to the far post. Anderson tries to keep this alive, and it goes over the bar. Well, Slovenia against England and Denmark against Serbia is the last games of this group. We saw earlier today Serbia score a late equaliser through Jovic to make it 1-1. Slovenia were so close to making themselves get 4 points in the group after their draw to Denmark. So Group C is looking tasty and it's delivering at the moment. England looking toothless in attack. Denmark purring. They win the ball back from an England goal kick. Now on the right hand side, 50-50 in possession. 7 attempts for Denmark, 3 on target. Compared to England's 3 and only 1 on target. Kane's goal was the only shot they've had on effort. And I'll be honest, I can't remember England going above past the halfway line with any sort of purpose since the Kane goal, since Walker bursted through down that right flank. It's all Denmark who are playing superbly here. England need to get a grip before they fall behind. It's down the right here for Mæhle. Mæhle's cross is poor from Mæhle. You work so well to open England back. England are on their back heels. You've got Rasmus Højlund and you've got Vid in the middle. The ball has to be put in the middle and it's got to be found, at least to make a nervous England. What a strike this is for Hjulmand. A slight touch from Alexander-Arnold. It flies past Jordan Pickford off the post and into the net. It's a cracker from the sporting man. Denmark 1, England 1. Those Denmark supporters behind that goal, they love that. Absolutely did. And Denmark supporters will be loving their size performance since going behind, because they're the ones at the moment looking the most likely to get themselves in front. Højlund really trying to get the ball off Alexander-Arnold. Denmark 1, England 1. Live on flash score. This has been a fantastic tournament. It's Phil Foden. Oh, lovely from Foden. Trickles away from a couple of players. Is he going to slip in? Harry Kane, he's got to play it in. He goes for goal. Instead of firing it through to Harry Kane, he did the hard part, Phil Foden. That's something we've not seen at all for him in this tournament. Skipping past 3 players from a central area on his left foot. All he's got to do is slide it through to Harry Kane, and then Kane would have been in. He elected to go for goal, but his shot was tame. By doing so, it just bobbles to Schmeichel. It's an easy one. Schmeichel goes long. Gay's header is a good one. It's headed towards Walker. Stones. Now looking now towards excuse me, now looking towards Trippier. Here's Walker, excuse me. Yellow, orange boots. Giving the ball towards Rice in the centre circle for England inside Denmark's half. Giving the ball now to Trent Alexander. In the middle now for Jude Bellingham. Here's Gahey. He floats this to the left hand side to Trippier. Trippier on to Jude Bellingham. Bellingham under pressure. 2 in the way. Here's Kieran Trippier. He scoops this into the middle to Kane. Kane's first touch is poor. That'll go back to a Denmark player. Great work by Rice. Wins the ball back 25 yards away from the penalty area. England just probing now in the moment. That Foden runs giving him a bit of energy, a bit of purpose. Need more. Here's Phil Foden. Edge of the penalty area. He floats to the far side. Looking towards Saka. Misses everybody. It's Denmark 1, England 1. It remains only a couple of minutes away from the half-time whistle. The balance in England's midfield has been questioned. Doesn't look right so far as the game's gone on. 28 metres is the distance that Hjulmand's goal was. Denmark are finding gaps easily in the middle and just can't track it down. Gone long. Do you wonder what changes Gareth Southgate would introduce? It's back with Bellingham. Now down the right to Mæhle. It's check back to Vestergaard. Good work this boy Hjulmand. Hjulmand back to Mæhle. Hjulmand will head this on. Gives to an England player though. Gives to Rice inside his own half. It's given away by Phil Foden. And now Denmark can build another attack. Giving it away in his own half. How costly can that be? Here's Højbjerg down the right. Now there's a chance to load this one up. Looking towards Rasmus Højlund, but Mark Gahey gets there. Højlund was very industrious in his header. Mark Gahey, though, was strong with getting it away. Harry Kane tries to run away with the ball, doesn't he? Sandwiched in. Really good header there for Mark Gahey. Colossal. Højlund was making sure he got a bit of the man as much as the ball. The Manchester United striker. It's now with Eriksen. It's a problem for England that he's been able to pick the ball up. Eriksen. Here's Rasmus Højlund inside the penalty area. Just turns. He checks his back. It's a first time effort. That's fired in, but it's gathered comfortably with Højbjerg. It's a real worry for England. England need to get grips now of Christian Eriksen, because what's happening is they are just finding their shots outside the penalty area. Vin and Højlund are able to drop into the spaces, pick it up. I mean, Højlund was able to run past Gahey and Stones, turn and tee up Emil Højbjerg. And now John Stones is put under pressure. He's giving the ball away. He fouls Højlund now in the penalty area. Højlund, low cross. Ooh, nearly finding the central player. Here's Rice, who loses the ball nearly for Eriksen. England very ragged at the moment. Very, very ragged. It's a real tussle. Good header foul from Anderson. You can actually see as well Denmark growing in confidence and England's confidence just going down and down and down. Need to get on the ball from an England perspective. You're Denmark. You don't want it to be half time. You don't want it to be half time at all. You can sense England are vulnerable and nervous with Walker. Gives it to Alexander-Arnold, to Rice. Denmark 1, England 1. Bedham there, just in the centre circle. Goes back to Saka. 1 minute added on. Walker now back towards Alexander-Arnold. Checking this back. Goes to Foden. He's in the centre. Going out to Saka. Kane, better from England. Outside the penalty area. Can they find a low fault blow in the moment? Let's check back to Alexander-Arnold. Ball's whipped in, but that's blocked. Flipped in towards Saka. Saka looking towards Kane. Kane much more deep in this game than he was. Walker in towards Rice. Rice just holds the ball 30 yards away from the penalty area. Now back to Alexander-Arnold. He's able to whip this one in to get to the far post. He finds Trippier. Trippier's got Jubenham and Kane in the middle. It's now with Saka looking towards Rice. Rice hoofing this to the right hand side, back to Saka. Better from England. Time's looking to run out though. We've played the minute of added time. This will have to be it. Here is Phil Foden. He'll go for goal and it'll go over the bar, and that will be it for half time. Denmark 1, England 1. Frustration for England and frustration for Denmark, but frustration for two different reasons for either side. Firstly for England, because they've just not got going. They took the lead through Harry Kane. He made sure that it was 4 consecutive tournaments that he scored, goal 64 in an England shirt. For Denmark, frustration because they've been on top. They know what the half-time whistle. Since falling behind from Harry Kane's goal, they're able to find themselves level. For Hjulmand's wonderful effort, 28 metres, smashing it into the bottom corner if it struck the post. So much work for England to do. Denmark purring, England puffing. It's still 1-1 though in Group C, and we'll be back for second half coverage on audio commentary here live on Flash Score, on the app and on the website. Please read the match reports, the match highlights from the previous game in Slovenia and Serbia, just to whet the appetite for the second half here. It's Denmark 1, England 1. Frankfurt between Denmark and England, and it's on his even at the break. Denmark 1, England 1 to tell the first half. Saw Harry Kane put England in front inside the first 20 minutes, and then Denmark ramped up the pressure and got their just rewards through a stunning strike through Hjulmand, 30 yards out. Pickford beat it, and England with it all to do in the second half. They are still level. There's no changes at the moment for both sides, so we'll have run down the two sides. The Denmark to kick things off for us, shooting from left to right. It's Schmeichel in goal, Vestergaard, who has been booked as part of the back three. Christensen, Anderson. Victor Christensen's with that left wing position with Højbjerg, Hjulmand the goal scorer, and Mæhle in the right hand side. Eriksen the 10, Vind and Rasmus Højlund the right hand channel. For England, it's Pickford and goal, Walker, Stones, Gahey, Trippier making his 50th England appearance. Alexander Arnold is partnering Rice in the midfield, same side against Serbia. Rice, Bellingham and Foden, the three behind Harry Kane. He's made it 4 consecutive tournaments, major tournaments, where he has found the net for England quicker than he did in Euro 2020. He scored in the second group stage. That 1-1 draw for Serbia and Slovenia means that if England were to win this game, they would win the group with a game to spare, which would be very good for England maybe to experiment. But after that first half showing up, might not be the case for Denmark. They can put themselves in a fantastic position due to Serbia's late equaliser. Just tuning in to Flash Score or tuning into the day's action. It was 1-1 between Slovenia and Serbia. Late Jovic header made sure they shared the spoils in their game. The ball's now with Denmark with Joachim Andersen, who tosses it to the right hand side to Vestergaard. Mæhle's there. It's down on the right hand side to Eriksen, Christian Eriksen. He scoops this now to Mæhle. A bit of sunshine in the Frankfurt sun. It falls back to Højlund. Falls back now to Vind, deflected. Højlund will keep it alive, headed out by Stones. Really desperate stuff for England once again. And Jordan Pickford will go and pick it up. I don't think that we can class as a back pass. Smart goalkeeping there from Jordan Pickford, because it was a slice that came in from Trippier. Oh, Trent Alexander is very fortunate there to get the free kick. He ran into a bit of trouble. Not sure the midfield is the right answer for him in this position. Of course, a position he's not played for Liverpool throughout this season, and one that's been highly spoken about ahead of this game. It's Denmark 1, England 1. Great work from Rice to move away from Eriksen. Here's Jude Bellingham. He needs to see more of him on the ball. You see more Bellingham and Foden. It's now with Højlund. He's able to win the ball on halfway line. Gives this to the right hand side to Eriksen. Eriksen's found himself in so many different positions in this game. You see him on the left hand side, the right. The pitch is terrible. Players are slipping left, right, and centre. The latest player is Jude Bellingham. It's very, very dangerous. Be surprised if we don't hear about injuries to a couple of players from either side. Both are struggling with the surface. Denmark 1, England 1. It was now with Denmark still on the left hand side, and Gahey tosses Højlund to the ground. Excellent work from Gahey. Here's Kane, finds work to Saka. So where England can be dangerous at the half turn. Saka tries to go infield, ignores Walker, but England retain possession. Here's Kane, 25 yards out, and Kane played a bit deeper. Lovely from Saka, goes past 2. Kane's still there. This is now going down the right hand side for England. There's no one in the middle though, unfortunately, because Kane's obviously outside the penalty area, and Jude Bellingham is just in a central position. They're going to work it to Rice. They increase the speed of their pass in England. It's with Rice. Into the centre circle it goes for Stones. Stones approaching the ball forward, gives the ball to Walker. Walker checking it back towards Alexander Arnold. Gives this to Rice, but the pressure coming in, nearly giving the ball away. England in such a costly position. It's tossed to the left hand side. To be honest, there's no English player there. Trippier's saying calm it down, as that ball by Rice is given away. Straight back to Denmark. Denmark 1, England 1 in Frankfurt. The roof is closed. UEFA decided so. They wanted that decision to be made. Frankfurt will be the host of a game on Sunday, Switzerland versus Germany. The hosts are through, of course, where Switzerland's fate is still in their hands. Next that group, very tasty Group A. Scotland and Switzerland playing at a 1-1 draw yesterday. Second group games have been quite interesting, haven't they? With Albania, Croatia as well. We'll see Spain, Italy later on. Also, there's a player down on the floor for England. Denmark have the ball inside their own half. It's Jude Bellingham who's berating the referee. Now on the back it goes. Now looking towards Højbjerg. Get down to the right to Mela. Mela with the Red Sox. She goes back to Joachim Andersen. This was always the one that was going to be tricky on paper for England and both sides. This is the one that, if you were to get all 3 points, put yourself in a fantastic position. Andersen floating this now to Højlund. The sun is on that near side. Maybe that's why Schmeichel chose to swap sides. Then you got the memo of the weather. The two sides are shooting against where their supporters are situated. Anyways, Trent Alexander-Arnold steaming forward, posted behind Phil Foden. Here's Foden. Now back towards Walker and Trippier. Here's Trippier. Back now to Jude Bellingham. Bellingham now to Alexander-Arnold. Gives us to Walker. Walker now to Saka. Saka down the right hand side. Good build up for England. He's now up against Victor Christensen. Down that far side it goes. Falls down to Foden. Can't bring it down. Rice will try and keep it alive. All the players are in front of the ball for Denmark. That's a nice reverse ball by Trippier. Trying to look for Jude Bellingham. He used the strength to wiggle his way behind two plays. Yes, he gives it back to Trippier. Trippier is to Rice. Rice a bit of space. He may go for goal. A few deflections and it just bubbles comfortably. Go down to his left for Kasper Hjulmand, the captain of Denmark. And the centre back area goes to Andersen. And checking that towards Christensen for Denmark. Live here on Flash Score. Do a commentary. That's a poor ball from Hjulmand. Who he was passing that to. Hjulmand, he was looking for Højlund, but Højlund was running towards him and that missed everybody. Now with Alexander-Arnold giving the ball to Stones. Stones back to Gahey. Gahey back to Pickford. Bright yellow jersey for Jordan Pickford. Alexander-Arnold here. Lays this off towards Trippier. Trippier lays it back to Alexander-Arnold. Oh, he scoops this out to the right hand side. Can Saka bring this down? Saka up against the goalkeeper. Saka side netting. Kasper Schmeichel got himself in all heaps of trouble there. Wasn't demanding. Couldn't bundle over the Arsenal man. England go long. A lovely clever run in between the two defenders. And in the end, Saka, who was in front of Christensen, just couldn't header it past the goalkeeper. Just squiggled around the side netting. Down the right it goes now to Mela for Denmark. Plays back to Andersen. Andersen hooking this to the centre. So much room for Eriksen to bring it down and head it on. It's Elhobier down the middle to Eriksen. And down the left he goes through Vestergaard. He's in a yellow card. The only player to be booked in this game, including England as well. Andersen of Crystal Palace. A lot of Crystal Palace players in both squads, which is good to see. Going long, South London being represented for the second half here. It's Denmark 1, England 1. Flag goes up. Højlund was offside. Is there going to be any changes? It's not been the best showing, and we are going to see a change from England. 53 minutes, and it's Alexander-Arnold for Gallagher, and the best from Trent Alexander-Arnold in the midfield position. Gallagher is more of a natural midfielder, coming in and filling in. Denmark 1, England 1. Gallagher have had a good season with Chelsea. Personally, Chelsea finishing 6th and playing the Europa Conference League due to Manchester United winning the winning the FA Cup. Pushed them down to the Europa Conference League, and obviously new manager now there, Enzo Maresca, taking over at Stamford Bridge. But England are trying to find a way back into this game, trying to find something in this game. Gallagher comes on. What can he do? Throw back to the right hand side. Here is Alexander Arnold, who's gone off without Bellum. Bellum searching and finding the ball deep to find Foden. Here's Jude Bellum trying to scoop the ball to the far side. It's hooked away by Denmark. Denmark 1, England 1. Trippier taking the front. Now to Gehi. It's with Saka. Saka to Walker inside Denmark's half. 55 minutes gone here. Around the middle to Gallagher. First touches for him. Gallagher on towards Walker. Trying to get some energy. Kind of Gallagher. Saka trying to go past Christensen. Really does with the white boots. He goes centrally now for Phil Foden, who shoots. Foden hits the post and Saka can't get the rebound. Is that going to be a penalty though? Just a touch on Bukayo Saka, and Phil Foden in that pocket, able to let fly, and the woodwork is still shaking. That left-footed effort from the Manchester City man. Better from Gareth Southgate's team. Kasper Schmeichel was beaten. There's a couple of changes going to be taking place for Denmark. Harry Kane wants to have a conversation, and so onto the field there comes Damsgaard. So Bar is on for Christensen, and Damsgaard is on for Wind. So Bar and Damsgaard on. Damsgaard, of course, plays for Brentford in the Premier League. 1-1. Here is Schmeichel. So posted the centre back, looking towards Bar, who's gone into that right centre back position. So Kieran Trippier to take this throw in. And just takes a short towards Conor Gallagher. Kane's gone deeper. He's giving the ball away there, Jude Bellingham. Now down the right for Bar for Denmark. Denmark just settling in. There's a bit of a space now for Damsgaard. Look at this towards Højlund. He tries to turn. Tees up to Eriksen. Excellent challenge there by Conor Gallagher, cleaning up. They felt it was going to be an offside. It wasn't. So thrown up long. Cleared away by Rice. Saka hooks it away. We push the hour mark here. This game is finally in the balance. Kane. Let's play a diagonal ball. He spreads this to Saka. It's a good opportunity this now. Saka is able to isolate Christensen. Goes past one. Goes in the penalty box. Shoots! And it shoots wide. Bukayo Saka. The ball flies past the the right hand post of Denmark. Southgate feeling the pressure a little bit. Taken short by Denmark. This goal kick. It's Christensen lays it back to Schmeichel. Schmeichel putting this forward towards Vestergaard. It's hooked forward, looking towards Højlund. It's a good Head away from Gahey. Here's Gallagher. Gallagher back to Foden. Foden now on to Trippier. Trippier into Foden. Foden's got to clip this to the left hand side. Here's Saka. Got a bit of room now. Oh, brilliant from Saka. Muscles away from Christensen and accelerates to the byline, pulls it back. Good towards Benham. He was the closest player that was there. Couldn't get there. Gahey heading this up to Stones. And the Rasmus Højlund to create pressure from Jordan Pickford. Pickford's able to give this to John Stones. So that will be a free kick to Denmark. Kyle Walker on Højbjerg. This group is looking wide open at the moment with all opportunities. This is an opportunity for Eriksson to swing this one in. In Frankfurt here. England's black line on the penalty area. Right footed, comes in, hits the first player in Saka. It's him right in the head. He moves on a little bit. Sure he's okay. Eriksson just says if he's fine. Now with Schmeichel, half an hour to go in this game. It's a loose ball. Here is Saka. Ball to Gallagher. Gallagher trying to rinse the ball back. In fact, he's actually penalised. He'll be booked. Conor Gallagher gets himself in the book for a crunching challenge for his country. Number 16 on the back for Gallagher on Christensen from Chelsea. That was a really nasty challenge, actually, because it just stands on him. Is Christensen okay? He is up on his feet. And here's the Barcelona centre back. Sometimes you see challenges, you think, how do footballers walk after that? Let alone run and strike a football. His leg was completely taken away. Denmark 1, England 1. That's the score here. Over to the right hand side towards Denmark with Christensen. Shakes this off. Now he puts this to the right, looking towards Anderson. Anderson approaching the halfway line. Back towards Damsgaard on that right hand side. Højbjerg. Back towards Højbjerg in the centre circle. Back it goes. Him and Hjulmand are just taking their time to progress the ball. Eriksson's now joined in. A few touches. They're going to need to press a bit harder. It's the laying off Denmark. So they're able to try and find the ball towards Rasmus Højlund, who's been feeding off a lot of scraps. The referee says play on. It was a stroke of a hand for the ball. His bar has just come off the bench. Victor Christensen clicks to try to behind goal Trippier. Damsgaard's cut out by Rice. Good work by Kieran Trippier. Here's Foden. Foden back to Rice. Rice clipping that back. Looking towards Jude Bellingham. He's not been in the game enough from an England perspective. 62 minutes gone, 1-1. Here's Rice. Oh, he's been called on it. It's a bit of time. It's a chance for a shot. That is hammered over by Christian Eriksen after the ball was given away by England outside the penalty area. Denmark 1, England 1. And as it stands, the standings of this group with this current score, as that ball is just ballooned over Eriksen. So 3 teams can qualify, of course. The third ranking teams, best 4 out all the groups, the Euro 2024 will progress. Won't really know until the back end of the final games, which start, of course, on Sunday. England are top as it stands, a 1-1 drawn one. If it stays the same, 4 points. Slovenia 2 points. Denmark with 2 points. Serbia with 1. Serbia will take on Denmark next game. That seems like it could be a winner takes all scenario if things stay the same. It's a live standing, of course, of Group C. Really looking forward to the evening game in Euro 2024. 2 big giants, 2 sides that have won this competition in the last 20 years. Of course, Spain doing it twice, 2008 and 2012, and of course the World Cup in the middle is not too bad of that fantastic Spain side. They take on Italy, who of course are the holders of this competition, the second of the double-header of the repeat of the semi-finals of the Euro 2020 semi-finals. But England steam forward. Walker, England won that semi-final against Denmark. We're witnessing that now. The referee tells Jude Bellingham to get up. They fire the ball towards Hjulmand, I have to say. But Mark Gahey's been excellent in his marshalling of the Manchester United striker. Really full challenge for Mark Gahey. Wins it for Walker. Imperious from Gahey. 25 yards away. Walker finds Saka. Three-way in the middle. One of them is Jude Bellingham. Goes to the far side. Looking to Foden, but it can't find anyone. And it misses everybody in the middle, including the nearest target, which was Phil Foden on the opposite wing off the left. Whew. Denmark won. England won. Jude went down there looking for a free kick. Or was he hard done by the referee? Yeah, he kind of slipped. The pitch is really bad. Really bad. You'll see photos of this on social media. Check Flash Scores social media outlets, that'll be Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, etc., because you'll see the pitch just bobbling up, and look at the match reports. The pitch is just not helping it at all. On the left-hand side it goes with Denmark. That's the guard. In the ball to Christensen. 65 minutes gone. It's scooped into the middle. Looking to Højbjerg. It's there for Trippier. Trippier now back towards Gallagher. Two changes for Denmark, just one so far for England. Gallagher coming on for Trent Alexander-Arnold, Damsgaard and Barr coming on for Christensen and Wynn. There's a little bit of a mistake there by Jordan Pickford, and Rice concedes, and it will be a corner after passing it back. The pitch is terrible. I think it bubbled there once again for Rice. But England got to switch on. Eriksson will come in with a delivery here. And there will be a substitution. I'm unsure at the moment it will be for Denmark. Just not happening, is it? For Rasmus Højlund in a Denmark shirt in Euro 2024. He's going to be replaced, the young Dane, and a more experienced man in Poulsen to come into the fray. A man that scored in a few tournaments for Denmark, and he scored past England before as well. Denmark won, England won. So Højlund off, and Poulsen off. Manchester United strikers wait for a goal in this tournament. Continues. So there's a line of four Denmark players: Andersen, Christensen, Poulsen and Vestergaard, who are all on it. It's going to be a low ball. It's going to be floated in high. Pickford stays at home, bounces in the penalty area. Saka needs to clear. He doesn't. Gives to Andersen for Denmark. Effort comes in, and Pickford is able to gather. It was a really good strike from Damsgaard. Hit the corner. But Pickford really does let you down in an England shirt. And on this occasion, continues that trend with catching the ball with ease. He's with Pickford. I don't want to give him a commentator's curse, maybe. There with the left-footed ball now to Trippier from Pickford. It's Foden with a one-touch to Rice. Kane's isolated. It's won by Denmark. Closer back to Barr. It's all work. There by Denmark. There's a player down in a lot of pain for the Danes. Down that right-hand side, but it's on the left they go forward, and the ball then trickles out. It's Højbjerg who's down through Gallagher, but Tottenham versus Chelsea in the Euros. And Eze and Watkins are being readied. So Bowen's coming on for Foden. That's the first change of the three. There's going to be some tournament debuts coming on for Watkins and Eze for England. Harry Kane is coming off for Ollie Watkins. Now that's surprising. So Saka. So Eze is about to come on. So the whole front three has been changed. Bowen, Watkins and Eze on. Jude Bellingham's the one that survived from the attack. But Saka, Kane and Foden are off. Bold changes from Gareth Southgate with 20 to go. Kane, of course, puts England in front. That is a mass surprise to see Gareth Southgate make those decisions, especially taking off is Captain Kane. Well, Eze making his tournament debut, and he's on the ball immediately. He has a little slip, that's exciting. I don't know if it's Jude Bellingham that's moved in more of a central area. Watkins as well, he's had a fine season. No one got more goals and assists combined than Ollie Watkins in the Premier League. When you consider the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, Erling Haaland, Mohamed Salah in the Premier League, all the rich talent that Manchester City boast, and all the other top 6 sides, Ollie Watkins, part of a team that finished top 4 in Aston Villa, he was top of that bill. So he comes here with real pedigree, no mug indeed, and a man real in form, Ollie Watkins, and he's got 20 minutes in England shirt to really make a difference. These are some changes that some fans have wanted. They have to deliver now. Here's Trippier looking towards Watkins. He kind of stop-started there. So changes have come in. Bowen, of course, did a productive season at West Ham as Walker steams forward from right-hand position. You can't really argue with Kyle Walker being England's best player so far of this tournament. Here's Bowen trying to go past 2 players. That'll be a throw-in. It's taken quickly. Here's Gallagher. Gallagher just takes his time, lays his back off to Walker. Walker checking his back, looking towards Rice. Rice down towards Stones. Gallagher. This group in the balance, this game in the balance, ready to go. Live on Flash Score, Spain in C to follow. Rice just edges forward. Wait a minute, his first touch is now properly for Eze. Had a wonderful season with Crystal Palace, an elegant player. As the ball scoops in the middle, here's Watkins! Watkins through on goal and it's saved by Schmeichel. That's what Watkins can bring for you. Any sort of ball, he can run in behind and stretch the defence immediately. What a clever ball that was. I don't know who brought that in, I think it was Bellingham. We'll have to have a look, but brilliant from Watkins. Schmeichel made himself big, that was going in. Into the bottom corner, and that was Jude Bellingham, who talks to his fellow Englishman in Ollie Watkins. What a ball that was from Jude. Exceptional player, can play anywhere across the midfield. Doesn't come more complete than Jude Bellingham. That was another example. As the corner comes in, he clears away by Denmark. Comes back to Conor Gallagher. Gallagher trying to hoof this back to Eze. Or Gallagher's giving us away. And Eze's got to be careful. The player's onside here. Eriksson just kept himself on. Bit of a pickle here. Here's Poulsen laying this back. Bowen's been slipped. England not going back in time. Gallagher makes amends for giving the ball away. Eze, he's giving the ball back. Here's Eriksson. England have not really recovered from that. For a moment, it was a 2-on-1. Here's Anderson. End-to-end stuff as the game heads to conclusion. 1-1. England got into lead via Harry Kane, and then it was Hjulmand's stunner that brought us level just before the half-time break, with Denmark justifiably getting themselves parity in this game. Here's Melee. Gives us back now towards Anderson. There's a lot of space now for Denmark, who lets fly. Pickford parries, goes out now to Mela, and Bowen goes in, and the referee decides gives a yellow card to the Denmark player, and England have a free kick and an excellent, well, I say excellent position because it's one, not to strike fear into Denmark, but just to take the pressure off themselves and to reset. 2 yellow cards for Denmark. Maybe a shot that Pickford felt more comfortable pushing away and catching. So wait for it to be taken. This free kick for England. It's taken up the field by Pickford. What Ollie Watkins brings is because he's able to just stretch defences a bit better than Harry Kane. England have a new way of attacking. Here's Eze, gives it towards Watkins, trying to palm his way through. It's a sharp Ollie Watkins, that'll be a corner, won't it? It will be for England. Down that far side, Jude Bellingham asking for support from the England supporters. Looking very, very sharp, Ollie Watkins. So far side it goes. This corner, will this be the moment for England? Let's take it left footed, good ball, headed away though by Højbjerg. As they get a nod over Cole Palmer and Gordon, 2 other players on the England bench have been really, really good for club I mean, Cole Palmer, talk about goals and assists for Ollie Watkins. No one scored more goals than Cole Palmer other than who, Ian Erling Haaland in the Premier League. And then, of course, Anthony Gordon having a real positive season with Newcastle. You can't play them all. And Gareth Southgate watches on with his white polo shirt, chewing gum vigorously in hoping the decisions that he has made will lead to a positive outcome. Watkins and Eze showing a bit of promise. It's set Denmark about the changes for England definitely made a difference and a positive difference compared to Denmark's changes. Since Poulsen's come on and Bard haven't really done much. Not to say that Højlund was doing much in Ven, but they've lost themselves a little bit offensively, and that will worry the manager Kasper Hjulmand, because they had some control in the game, they had some menace in their attack, Denmark, but that menace has been quieted by the England changes. But still 1-0. England have won the first 2 games of their Euro Championships. It's been the case throughout their history. It's rolling now to Gehi. Gehi back to Pickford. Jordan Pickford uses his left foot to toss that down, looking towards Bowen. Bowen does well. He pushes the defender away. Referee gives a free kick. Vestergaard with the free kick. It's been won over Bowen, but that's a bit of a surprise actually. Just dropped to the ground, but it looks like England are going to go longer. The ball's now tossed to the right hand side now for Denmark. Here's Bart. Check back now to Damsgaard. Eriksson. Bit of time now for Højbjerg. A few deflections and that could have gone anywhere. It skittled across the surface. Pickford was there. Kyle Walker wants the ball, gets the ball, wants to move the ball up the field. Here's Gallagher, plays the 1-2. Walker can't get there, and then all of a sudden it's Denmark back on the attack, although on the halfway line. Watkins is behind the ball. Christensen, and just Christensen for Denmark with the ball inside his own half. Places it forward, gets it back, and gives it to Joachim Andersen. Palace v Palace on that England left side of Eze up against Joachim Andersen. As Andersen hammers this long. Gehi plays player on the field. He's up against Poulsen. What does the referee do? Decides to goal kick. He's been excellent, Mark Gehi, I have to say. Pitch is really chopping up. I'm not saying that's an excuse, but for both sides, you'll see quotes galore of a pitch that has disappointed. Denmark 1, England 1. We have about 30 minutes and some stoppage time left of this Group C game for Frankfurt. It's flicked on that long goal kick from Watkins, can't go anywhere, and it's rolled out to Schmeichel. He ends up rolling the ball to Christensen, and Christensen goes into the middle to Højbjerg. Hjulmand's still there. It's Hjulmand who wins the ball outside his own penalty area. He's able to turn, there's no one around it. He's able to play it down to the left-hand side, right-hand side to Bar. Bar goes long. It's looking good for Eriksson. Jordan Pickford is alert. Here is Rice, and another piece of the Frankfurt pitch gets chopped off. It's interesting because Germany play on Sunday here, and thankfully for them, they're through. But as the host nation, they needed to get a result in that game. They still need to win the group. They have won the group, haven't they, in Germany? Just fascinating, Frankfurt. They need to sort this pitch out moving forward. Long story short, we can't be having this type of pitches in this game. Eze, lovely, creates the space, threads it through to Watkins. Watkins just about doesn't. Looked like he kept it on, but he couldn't. 12 to go. Wonderful effort came in from Højbjerg. It's in now for Schmeichel to pop the ball upfield. And to go. And this game, Denmark 1, England 1. Trippier. the technical area. Eze's been muscled over it. Referee is giving the free kick. Yeah, Eze, he got the ball. He's been much better in this game. Wilmer Højbjerg wasn't at his best on Sunday up against Slovenia. But today's been a busy bumblebee, industrious, getting himself involved and passionate for Denmark. Here is Walker. Looking now to Bowen. Walker. And full to Stones. Stones into Gehi. Gehi flicking this towards Eze. Looks like England just bypassing the midfield now and going long. Denmark trying to build up centrally, have the ball through Poulsen. Bars there, gets it by inside England's half, goes down to Joachim Andersen, he's on the halfway line. Andersen back to Eriksson, it's behind Andersen, so he has to scamper behind him to get it. 10 to go in this Group C game. I have to say, I spoke about the fast and the furious in the first half. It's been more of the I don't have a movie off the top of my head. It's a good analogy, but it's been everything but fast and furious. More of you'll get to me in this commentary for sure. But proceedings have slowed down, is what I'm trying to get at here on Flash Sport. The pace has definitely dropped off. It's become more of a Mr. Bean on holiday affair. I've got there in the end. I don't know if Mr. Bean is a slow film, but jokes aside, let's get back to the football. It's Denmark 1, England. We haven't missed anything here. Live on Flash Score inside the centre circle. It's Mark Gehi has the ball for England, giving the ball to Declan Rice. And seriousness needs to improve for both these sides in terms of what's going to happen for their fates. The better you'd feel if you're Denmark, you're happy. For England, you're disappointed. Remember, a win for England after the draw earlier today, they would win the group. Here's Bowen trying to find Watkins, edge of the penalty area. It's beaten away there by Vestergaard. So thrown on that far side for England. Is that going to be another change for England, or it's going to be two more for Denmark, with Christian Eriksen coming off. And onto the field comes Svok Olsen. Eriksen doing a round of applause. And the goal scorer, Ian Hjulmand, is coming off. And onto the field comes another Brentford player, Norgard. So Norgard and Svok Olsen is onto the field. Norgard, number 15. Svok Olsen plays football in Club Rouge. He's number 11. So Hjulmand off and Eriksson off, Svok Olsen and Norgard on. Still throwing Tigler on that far side. It's back. Being now to Gehi. Gehi into Rice. Rice now to Stones. Stones, all his play, sorry, in Denmark's half, outside the centre circle. Well, Rice did, he hesitates in the ball. He loses possession. Have a bubble of the pitch. He looks down. Lack of concentration. Stopping his game today. Rice. Gehi's lost the ball. That was a bit loose from Rice. There's two on here. There's an opportunity for Denmark, and he recovers superbly. Mark Gehi made a mistake, and he made sure that Bar didn't punish him. He came back and he made that challenge. It was Rice's ball that was loose. Excellent work from Bar, because Gehi was quite casual. And again, he spedded forward and he made sure with his right boot to drop it. He's had a really good game, Mark Gehi. It would have been a shame for that to lead up just from his perspective. Denmark, of course, forcing the mistakes. And they have got a corner. And it's going to be Svok Olsen to take it. Left-footed, puts it into the danger area, and it goes over the bar. How close was that for Denmark? It bounced and it was won by a red shirt inside the 6-yard box, and it was guided over the bar by Andres Christensen. If that's a striker, that's 2-1 Denmark. It just bounced, missed everybody. Was it Gehi marking him? It ended up being Gehi. Poulsen was there also muscling with Trippier. Stays Denmark 1, England 1. Wherever you're listening in from on your way home from work. Oh, still giving it a hold that for Denmark going in once again in towards the penalty box. Gallagher doesn't make the challenge. Goes for goal and it goes wide. Oh, how close was that for Denmark? Højbjerg. For a second, it just felt like it was Denmark's moment. Gallagher pulled away from the challenge edge of the penalty area, and it was Pierre-Emile Elbier of Tottenham Hotspur to put the dagger inside this England performance and to put Denmark for their first win of the tournament. But it twinkled wide. Denmark won, England won. I was just saying, if you listen to this on the way home from work, on your way to work, getting ready for a run to clear your mind, getting yourself ready for dinner, making yourself a spot of lunch, or even in the shower, whatever you are doing, I hope you've enjoyed the coverage as we enter the final 5 minutes. Flash score have you covered throughout the whole Euro 2024 and Copa America, which starts tonight. Audio commentary of all those games. Tonight, of course, Spain-Italy follows me in an hour. Go on the app and the website to get team news and match reaction from this game, which is about to finish. We'll get match reports from this game, and of course Italy-Spain will have match commentary also. It's flipped on here by Watkins. Will we get a final finish here? Listen to Argentina versus Canada at 1 a.m. If you're in Europe, it's audio commentary you can listen to. And of course, Mark Strange has you covered for Spain, Italy at 8 o'clock. Mark Strange also doing Argentina, Canada. I'm sure he's on the Red Bulls or any sort of energy drinks. Tonight, it's with Trippier, 4 to go. Denmark won, England won. So once again, let's have a little look at the standings. England won. They'll be first with 4 points. Slovenia will be 2 points. Denmark with 2. Serbia have 1. Serbia take with Denmark, and it will mean that everybody's fates are still open. England is still in a strong position. We'll have to lose to Slovenia, and then Denmark prefer to beat Serbia. That would really put England in trouble, because they'll leapfrog above England. They're still possible. All things are available, and we'll have to put on a better performance than they have in the first 2 games. Here's Bowen, runs into trouble. It's easy. He's pinched off the ball. Here's Poulsen. He might not be on 4 points coming into this game. This game is rightly poised. It just has a smell of a last-minute winner. Who would it go to? Would it go for England, or would it go for Denmark? Have to wait and see. It's now back. To Joachim Andersen. Now towards Christensen. Christensen to Vestergaard. Vestergaard trying to put the ball to the middle. Flicks that long. Kids towards Gahey. Great work by Gahey. He's been really good. Critical moments here. You expect around about 5 minutes left? 5 minutes to be added on. We're 1 minute away from the final minute. 88th minute and into 89th. And Jordan Pickford's about to take this free kick on the halfway line. He's taking his time. Jordan Pickford. So England with this free kick, and they take it short back to Stones. Put this high line. Stones playing a diagonal ball, what leads to nothing for England. It misses everybody, and frankly that stums England's afternoon. One that could be disappointing as the camera pans to Cole Palmer, who's been in good form. And you have all these stars in Kobe Mainoo and Gordon, and those are the answers for Gareth Southgate. Have to see Cole Palmer has not made the field by Denmark. Shearer really struggling. Rice. And it's Shearer. He's in attendance, that's why which is but Rice really struggling. They're giving the ball away. It's with him now. In Declan Rice. Denmark won, England won. How England could do with Alan Shearer on the pitch. So one of a clinical nature in front of goal. Here's Stones, here's Gallagher, and he's back to Walker. Stones got a clear, and that will be a throw in to England. Really good pressing from Denmark, trying to win the ball high up. 30 seconds of normal time to go. Denmark 1, England 1. England supporter. There is Ben Foster in the crowd. Actually, supporting England. It's fired up for England. Goalkeeper Aze's been dragged down by Joachim Andersen, Crystal Palace teammate. Denmark 1, England 1. 90th minute on the mark. Only 3 is going to be added on here. It's a bit of a surprise considering that we've had the full complement of substitutions. 5, you'd expect that to be the 5-minute mark, but it's just 3 more minutes. England have a free kick inside their own half, just outside the centre circle. Is this going to be another disappointing performance from them? Here's Gahey. Pickford still waiting for it to be taken here. It is going to be Gahey giving the ball to Stones. Stones does go long for a diagonal ball, looking towards Eze, looking towards Watkins. The second ball isn't found. I mean, it's difficult because Denmark have got 5 players in defence, all going for the ball. It's another free kick to England. Norgard's not happy about that. Edge of the halfway line, Poulsen collided with Gahey. The thing is, England are not doing anything with these free kicks at the moment because they're just tossing them forward and there's no one there. There's no one there really putting any pressure. Kasper Hjulmand. Well, Euro 2024 has brought the drama, hasn't it? We saw some really good games so far this week. Belgium losing their opener. Albania and Turkey having a cracker. Albania crashed Croatia yesterday, having a cracker. Georgia and Turkey leaving a show. Here's Pickford with this free kick. Will we get a late twist here? It's Denmark who clear the ball. Trippier's there. Goes back to Pickford. Played half of the free to be added on. So looking towards Bowen. It's a spare man. Does it go towards Bowen? Gallagher needs to win this ball from an England perspective. Or Denmark can progress the ball. Goes into the middle. Alright, now to Joachim Andersen. Andersen now towards Norgard, who goes long. Denmark have the problem as well because England have defended quite well and have put their bodies on live for the second balls. Trippier's on the ground, and we'll have to move on and look about and think about Tuesday. That's the case for England, but the draw looks like it may be the conclusion of this Group C game. And for Slovenia would be gutted because they would have been top of the group if they would have hung on. Here is Pickford using this big kick going forward to Watkins. It drops down to Jude Bellingham. See enough of him. Here's Eze. Brings this down, Eze. Great work by Eze in the penalty area. Bundles down. No real appeals for a penalty, but Stones coming up forward. It's going to be a late twist here. Angles the ball towards Walker. Bowen is there. Still with John Stones. This has to be it. We've played the 3 minutes now. Gallagher. And that is it. There will be no late winner in this Group C game. It will finish level. Denmark 1, England 1. And a frustrating game for England. Denmark will feel frustrated. I said this at the half time, didn't I? Frustration is the word for both these sides, but for different reasons, and that continued in the second half. Denmark didn't show the attacking threat they showed in the first and the second. England, after they scored, hardly ever created anything clear cut. Saka had a good chance, and Watkins went through, and Schmeichel saved, but it was toothless in front of goal. They didn't get themselves in front through Harry Kane, 18th minute in his first of the tournament, and then Hjulmand was able to stun England with a stunner for Denmark in the 34th minute. As a result, that leaves England and Denmark with a chance to qualify in the final stage. It means that Group C is well alive for all 4 teams. Serbia, Slovenia, Denmark and England could all qualify on the final day next Tuesday. But from Frankfurt, and a a pitch that really, really needs to be worked on in a closed stadium. It finished here live on Flash Score. Denmark 1, England 1.